Hey y'all, hey, I'm Ashley and this is for Dizzy Birds. If you're new to our channel, we use a zero-based budget, cash stuffing, and savings challenges that actually make saving fun. We have big goals. We want to get out of debt, we want to get ahead on our bills, and we want to totally transform how we think about money. If you're ready to take control of your finances one paycheck at a time and maybe have a little fun doing it along the way, I think you're in the right place. In today's video, this is our Sunday Adulting is Fun video. We always start out this video with a Budget With Me series. So we will look at this week's budget and the budgeting sheets that I use to keep track of that. We're also going to make some progress in our 2026 box challenge. We're going to get to play Saveopoly, and we're going to visit the Christmas binder and a couple of other challenges that we have that we're saving up for larger expenses. So we've got a lot to do, but also month ahead binder, which I know everyone is excited about. I know I am, because you're getting very close to wrapping that guy up. So we got a lot to do. Stick around, grab a drink, grab a snack, and happy Sunday. I hope you're having a great weekend. Don't know why I'm singing songy. It's been a good weekend so far. We had our oldest son's birthday party yesterday with family, real low key, pizza and cupcakes. And that's what we did yesterday. And then at the end of the day, my husband and I headed off to the old hardware store to buy very expensive lumber. I can't believe how expensive wood is, because we are still working on our library, craft room, office space, and I've got some bookshelves to build today. So I wanted to get on here and film with you guys today and go ahead and get that taken care of so that I can get out into the wood shop to get some progress on that. So as we have for the last couple of weeks, we're now starting out this video with a Budget With Me series. I share how I budget my weekly and monthly paychecks. I'm utilizing a spreadsheet that I created, inspired by other budgeting sheets that I've used over the years. It works perfectly for me. I have found there isn't one out there that is just absolutely perfect for what we need for our budget. So I just decided to make one. So I'm going to share with you what we have for this week, which is one paycheck. What my husband gets paid weekly, I get paid monthly. So the last paycheck of the month, technically, which is the first of the next month's budget, we get his weekly check and my monthly check. So that one is much larger and it goes towards a lot more. But each week outside of that, we have a paycheck coming in from my husband's work. So we're going to see what this week's situation looks like. And we're going to look back here at the calendar to remind ourselves. So in our last week, we had no fixed expenses coming out because we had covered everything to that point. So we're going to see this check cover expenses from here and here. It looks like, yeah, camper insurance. Did we already do car insurance? Let me double check that. That must be in the next week's check. I've got several insurance payments that come out. So we have car insurance and camper insurance, life insurance, our camper payment, water and trash, and then our car payment. These are some very large. These two are two of the largest payments that we have for the month outside of our mortgage. And the camper insurance and the car insurance are not particularly small. So we are going to this week be taking care of. So this is the paycheck for March 13th. So you can see we're still a couple of weeks ahead of what we needed. So with the remaining two checks, we have to take care of the rest of the fixed expenses. So we have two more checks. All right. So okay, sorry about that. I was just confusing myself. I think I'm more tired than I realized. So we are on this check here, which is for March 13th. We still have one more check in the March budget. So we're going to be taking care of a couple of these with this paycheck, and then the remaining one that's coming on the 20th, we'll take care of the rest. So we are on track. Just thought I had confused myself. So for this paycheck here, we budgeted $1,530, so $1,530. And the order we go through these expenses is how I make sure that I take care of all of my most important expenses first, and then what we have left. This is what we call a zero-based budget. I'm going to show you how we get to that. But basically that means that every single dollar of this $1,530 has a job. It doesn't mean we have $0 left in the bank account. It means that every single dollar coming in is given a specific place to go and a job to do. So we'll start here in the column to the left, which is fixed expenses. These are things that do not change. These are the same every month, and they have to be paid. So the ones that we're taking care of with this check are the camper insurance and the life insurance, for a total of $175, and 36 comes to $211. So we take our $1,530 and we subtract out $211, which takes us to $1,319. Okay, so for this paycheck, we take care of our fixed expenses. We have $1,319 left, and now we're moving over to variable expenses. Now, variable expenses are things that are typically every week or a regular expense. They might vary, hence the name variable expenses, but in our case, they more or less stay the same. So that includes gas for the vehicles, groceries, our medical, these are just prescription copays typically, eating out, self-care, and Little Birds, which is funds for my boys, expenses that they have at school. So this month or this week, we're going to be taking a total of $405 for variable expenses. So I'm going to subtract $1,319 minus $405. So we are now down to $914 left after our fixed and our variable expenses are taken care of. All right, so I'm going to carry this $914 down to our next most important, which is debt payments. So our debt payments this week are going to total $332. This is the rough thing and the reason why we are working so hard to get our debt paid off, because we need this number to go down so that we have a little more breathing room in our budget and we can save more. So $914 minus $332 leaves us with $582. So that brings us over to our second page of our spreadsheet. We know, and I'd like to do this up here so that I can just stay on this page once I turn the page. We started with $1,530, total fixed and variable, $211 plus $405. So in total, $616 going to bills and expenses. Our debt payments are $332, which we're going to total here. And then it asks for total outflows. $616 plus $332 means $948 going out on that very first page. All right. Okay, so $1,530 minus $948 should be $582, which matches here. So we just make sure that we're getting our numbers correct. So we're going to bring that 582 down here to my next category, which I have set as sinking funds. Now, sinking funds are savings. They're just intended more for things that are more regularly spent, at least in my case right now. So like it's part of going towards the camper payment and the storage payment. We set aside this much each week so that at the end of the month we have the full amount. So every month that account is cleared out and paid to go towards that. So at some point we will get to a point where our sinking funds last a little longer, but they're intended to basically be non-negotiable savings. Okay, so $210 is the total sinking funds this week. Out of 582, that leaves us with $372. All right, so now that we've taken care of fixed, variable, debt, and our sinking funds, we now have $372 left to put towards savings challenges. And that is all of these things added up here, which is exactly 372, bringing us to 0, which is what we mean by zero-based budget. Okay, every single job that came in this, or every single dollar that came in this week has a job. It has a purpose. It has something it's going to. Okay, so again, I take this down. I like these numbers being done a couple of times. It helps to keep it fresh in my brain. So I have these numbers down here. It also gives me, what did we say? Total fixed and variable is 616. Total savings, sinking funds of 210 plus 372 equals 582. Okay, so it shows us that our total outgoing here is quite a bit more than our savings. That's okay. Last week it was a different number, but we can see here really clearly how much we're putting towards savings versus how much is outgoing. We want to get that ratio down. So our zero-based budget here, we don't have any rollover. We should see all three of these numbers add up together to be the 1530. Oh, I almost see. And this is why I do it, because I need to make sure I have all my numbers clean. Oh no, that was right. 210 plus 372, 582. Excuse me. Snuck up on me. All right. So if we add all of these numbers, 616 plus 332 plus 582, we come to 1530. So we know we did all of that adding up correctly. So these two bills will get auto paid. These things have already been moved into their area of this bank account, and these payments are all made. These things are going into savings, so camper payment and storage gets moved aside to each week to the final bucket. And then, as you guys know, these are what we use to play our savings challenges with. So all of these things have been put aside and ready to play. Several of them we're going to play today. All right, so there's our budget with me this week. We'll do another one next week so you can see how you do with the fourth and final paycheck. And then, of course, we'll just continue doing that. I'm enjoying doing it. I hope you guys are enjoying watching how I budget. I am in no way a financial expert and not a professional, but it's working for me. So maybe something that I do would work for you. All right, let's start up with our month ahead binder. I always like getting started with this one because this one feels like the most progress has been made, even though it was $3 of an envelope every week for a really long time. So we are using the snowball method, as you know, to save for 10 household bill categories. We are working on the last 2 categories now. I did the math on this, and it looks like we only need $6 to finish this one out all together. So y'all didn't know, but we are finishing a category today. Let's add this up just to make sure. 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 185, 190, 192, 194. Add the $6 and we have $200. We have officially finished our 9th category of month ahead. So this is for our storage unit for our camper. It means we have months ahead in savings to go towards that should we need it. And it's a little bit like an emergency fund. We're going to mark off that last icon there. We're going to get this fully funded slip that I have hanging out up here. And then that means we are down to, and so this will make it a little less exciting, I don't know, each week. Because this is our biggest bill that we're working towards right now, $360 towards cell phones. We're going to go ahead and put 24 in today, and then going forward until we have this completely paid off or saved, we'll be putting a full $30 in here every week. So let's see how much we have so far. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 108. We're going to see if we have any icons we need to color in. 108 divided by 18 means we should have 6 icons. So we do get to finally color some icons in, and it looks like we'll get to color some every week now. So that's exciting. So we're going to do 2 here. All right. And we're going to put our $108 in this very last envelope and wait until next week. We'll add another 30. And then, of course, at the roundup every month, we always see if we finish any minis and tinies. We give it a little boost. So we'll be done with this before you know it. When we're done with this one, we're going to start another one because this is working for us. We're going to keep it going. All right. Okay, so that's taken care of. Let's move on to our month ahead binder. Now, I did have a smaller amount this week, the way the budget worked out. And then we passed our Survivor Challenge, yesterday's video. If you haven't seen it, go catch that. Very excited. So I was able to add that extra $5 here. So we were going to have only 22, but now we have 27. And I don't know that we have anything. Oh, there's 28. Shoot, that's so close. We could do this August 25 and then do a boost. We could do this 26 and do a boost. Let's do this August 25. So we'll put 25 in here into this envelope, and then we'll go back to the February envelope and do these last $2 as a boost. I'm going to try to do the full envelope and the full page of boosts on the back side here. If you didn't know, I always sometimes I remember to tell you all, and I get questions about it. This product is, I made it. It's in my Etsy shop, and it's a digital download. So if you're interested in getting that, each one of our hearts is going to be 2, and we got $2. So we're going to go ahead and color in a heart here. But it would print as a set of A6 challenges. You can put them in envelopes. I made mine into my own envelope, so it will be a little bit different for you unless you want to make it that way. But the pages will be the same and they're A6 size. So anywho, okay, so we are getting closer on February. We're hoping the budget will be a little nicer to us next week so we can get a little bit further on some of these bigger numbers. But we are making progress. Okay, 2026 box is done for this week. All right, up next, let's get the Christmas binder done because I want to do Saveopoly after that. All right, Christmas. We are saving every week for Christmas throughout the year. Now that we finally got that going, we have, it looks like 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and $25 to go towards Christmas this week. So we need to, and we will have to turn up the heat a little bit on this savings soon because this won't get us enough to get through the year, but we are just getting a start on it. Okay, so we have all of our cards here that tell us this product too is in my Etsy shop. This is another box challenge that I offer as a printable if you're interested in that. Okay, this is a search and save. So we are looking for sprinkles. I'm pretty sure that's on, oh yeah, in here, holiday baking. So these categories that I chose are all based on things that I find to be the major expenses for us. We do a lot of baking at Christmas time, and I even do a cookie box for friends at work. So definitely something I do a lot of. All right, we're going to do the $3 for the sprinkles, and then we're going to also do a $2 bonus. So that means this one's not completely done because I'm going to do all the bonuses. We're going to put, we're going to just grab a 5 because it's $3 for the sprinkles and then So the next time we pull this, we will have marked off this technically, but we would need to do these two to be completely done with the card. So we put in 5 in today. All right, so let's bring the next card up. All right, this one looks like a Christmas cookie. So we are going to cookies for Santa, I think. Let's see, Christmas cookies. All right, so we're looking for the sleigh, and it says it's a roll and save. So that means we get to roll whatever we want. We're going to do a d6, and it's a 4. So $4 plus 1 for 5. We're going to do another $5 here for a bonus. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So $5 going in there, and since that card is not done, we're going to put it back in the stack. Okay. And then this is definitely our cocoa category, which I think is right here, Cozy Cocoa. This is a search and save. So it's going to tell us that the cocoa itself is $4. It's pretty sweater mug. And then let's do the 2. So we're doing a total of 6 this time. And we need to trade this in for 2 5s because I am out of 5s. Okay. So there we go. Pulled that from the prop dollars. So we're doing a total of $6 for this card today. And we will put that in the back. All right. So now we are getting down. It doesn't take long to spend $25. So we definitely need to get the Christmas amount up soon. Okay. This is all the way to Santa's helpers. And I think they're back here. Yep. They're right here. This little guy is riding Rudolph, it looks like, and we haven't done anything. Okay, he is $7 all by himself. Okay, so 2, 7, and then I only have $2 left, so we're just going to do a total of $9 with this first bonus circle for this guy. All right, and there you go. There you have it. That's $25 in the Christmas box. We have a long way to go, but hey, plenty of time to have some fun. Let me make sure I get all of these guys. I don't think we went any further back. Let's put the Christmas cookies up. We know that's the only card we got from there. A long way to go, but lots of fun to have along the way. And I'm loving these little categories. They are so sweet. They make me think of all the fun things that we have planned for Christmas every year. And I can think of more categories. I could just keep coming up with categories. You got Christmas pajamas, you got Christmas cards, Christmas pictures. My gosh, so many things Christmas related or holiday related. Okay, I think that's everything. We have paid our $25 into the box challenge for the week. We'll see what we have to budget for next week, but we're just going to keep chipping away at that little by little. Okay, let's take care of, let's see, we have our piggy wants to go home and our bubbles challenge. Let's get those two taken care of, and then we will save Saveopoly for last. All right, so here's our little piggy. Our piggy, we decided, is going to go towards tires, hopefully. That is our goal. We have that hiding here in this envelope, and we have about $20 for that one and $10 for bubbles. We're just going to set this here and we'll see what change we need to get. So what we're doing here is we are rolling the type of dice it tells us to. This is asking for a D12. Do I have that in here? Yes. Here's the D12. It's a 1. Okay, and then we're going to do the color dot die to get a multiplier. So orange is 4. So instead of a 1, it's going to be a 4. That's good. We definitely needed a little more than just 1 for a D12. So that's going to be 4. And then let's see. Now it wants a D10 right here. Another one. Okay, let's roll this color dot die. Blue. That's a 4. So another 4. So 4, 4. So we're at $8 so far. Now we're going to do the D3, which we don't have yet. I do have one on order. But what we'll do here is 1, 2, 3 will be 1, 2, and 3. 4, 5, and 6 will be 1, 2, and 3. So that's a 2. And then we're going to roll the color dot die. Green, 2 times 2. Oh my gosh, it's another 4. That's so crazy. Oh, I don't think I need to flip it around. I can do 4 like this way. Ha. Okay, so another 4. 4 is just a lucky number this week. Okay, so that is 4 times 3. That's 12. Let's go one more time. We are going to do a D6. And that's a 3. Okay, here we go. Color dot die. Orange. Oh, goodness, that's 12. That's 12. We probably shouldn't have done the multiplier on that one. Okay, so we need 12 plus 12. Well, that's easy. That's 24. I can do that math. Okay, so we need to get some change from this. And then what we'll have left is what we'll have for bubbles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're playing our filling in our little bubbles from Dawn's sunrise budgeting. Okay, so 24 is what we need. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 24 is going into Piggy, and that's going to leave us with $6 for bubbles. We got hit by that last multiplier. Okay, so little Piggy is here. This comes from Maddie at Floating Funds, if I didn't mention that. Let's see how much we have saved so far with Miss Maddie. Let's go. I was like, where's the other 20? Okay, so far 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 61, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's exactly 70. So let's do this. Let's do that. 10, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we can grab another 20. Make that easy to count. Okay, so $70 so far. Towards a very lofty goal of tires for the truck. So definitely gonna have to find some other ways to save towards that. But it's a good start. You know, who knows? Maybe we'll pull it for debt and we'll just have to figure it out. Okay, so we have bubbles, Dawn's sunrise budgeting. I did finally make a dashboard for it, which I think is very cute. Let's find our bubbles. Here it is. Okay, and so we're coloring this one in. Big is 10. That's these big ones here. Medium is 5, and we have a total of 6. So we could do another medium one and then a tiny. So we can do this like orange one and a blue. I think that's this color, but I could be wrong. It'll be close enough. Okay, so we'll do a medium here. 4, 5. And then a tiny 4, 1. So there's our $6. Yeah, that's definitely not the same color, but that's okay. We don't have to necessarily do the same color. It's as long as we keep the size the right way. Okay, how much do we have in bubbles so far? Definitely not sure. I'm definitely not sure. I'm definitely not sure what I'm doing with this yet. Or how I'm going to do it, if I'm going to pull it every month. I'm going to tell you all, and I said in my last video I would, that this week I got really hard on myself and really decided to turn up the fire on the debt payoff. So I think I'm shifting a little bit here and just saying that we've just been too lax on the debt payoff and we're making a lot of progress, but I want to make it faster because I'm really just tired of paying debt payments and interest payments. And I want to get to a place where I'm saving for things that I actually want to be saving for. So chances are you're going to see the shift a little bit where we are pulling things and immediately making debt payments. So it may be that while we want to keep track of everything we've saved on this one, we may pull it every month just to make a payment. But so far, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Not too shabby. $25 in bubbles with basically kind of a catch-all premise. Just a little bit each week. So that is good. All right, y'all. It is time. It is time for Saveopoly. I hear sirens coming if you can hear it. Yep. Okay. Saveopoly. Let's see what do we have in here to spend this week. This one can get spicy. And if I haven't mentioned yet this week, I got this one from Pink Plum Budgeting. Super fun. I'm having a blast, but I think it's going to be quite a large saver, which is great. We need that. How much do we have this week to play? We have 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. $30 in Saveopoly. We'll just have to see how far that gets us. Oh, I keep forgetting I need to get my game board, which is back here in this book. All right, so we're going to start on go, and we're going to see how far we can get with $30. So we're going to place $1 in the vault for the very first thing that we need to do. All right. And let's get rolling. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, we are starting out with a railroad, and we are going to Reading Railroad, which I think Reading Railroad as a total of 25. And it's $5 each time. So we'll go ahead and just do 5 there. And we will have paid for Reading Railroad after 5 times. Okay, $5 for Reading Railroad. Let's roll again. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. St. Charles Place. Let's see if we can buy us some property. St. Charles is right here. Oh, it's only $5, so we are absolutely gonna buy ourselves some property here. So $5, and we will have bought all 3 properties here in the pink area. So that's fantastic. Okay, we're just going 1. We're now headed to the electric company, and I think this is one where we have to roll an additional die. Let's see. Electric company. Where are you, electric? There you are. Okay, so how to roll. Roll a d4 die. Savings is 4 times the amount on the dice. And here we go with the spicy stuff. What is that? Oh, it's a 1. Okay, 4. Whew. Okay. So we paid our electric bill for $4. What a deal. $4 going in to that this week. 1, 2, 3, 4. That could have gone to $16 if it had been a little more spicy. Okay. 2, 1, 2, Virginia Avenue. What are we supposed to do when we land on something we already own? I guess we're just going to say we don't have to do anything because I don't see the rules. So let me know if I'm doing the rules wrong. But okay, keep going. 1. Okay, we are to another railroad, Pennsylvania. Let's see. Where is Pennsylvania? That's right here. So we're going to go $5 for that. And I need to get some change, so I'm going to turn that in for 2 5s here and $5 going to Pennsylvania Railroad. We're not getting very far, guys. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, New York Avenue. Let's see, do we need to put some money towards New York? Yes. So New York has a place for a 5, a 4, and a 1. Let's do a 1 because I am really hoping to get around the board. I don't think we're going to make it with the money that we have, but we are getting some more properties around this time. We'll go ahead and put $1. We'll get a little bit closer. Rolling it up to Kentucky Avenue. All right, we have a choice of 2 5s, a 6, or a 4. And it looks like I have a 4 here, so I think I'll do a 4. And we're going to get a red. $4 going towards Kentucky Avenue. Exciting. And then let's roll again. We are down to $5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Atlantic Avenue. Let's see. Do we have an option? That $5. Okay. Yeah. I'm just going to take it because I don't want to end up with an IOU. And that's getting a little close to call it. We'll do a $5 here for Atlantic Avenue. And we have done it. We have spent our $30 in Saveopoly. Just like that. Went pretty fast, just like the Christmas money. Sometimes it lets us play a little bit longer, and sometimes it's just like, whoop, it's gone, like real life. That's how my paycheck feels. Right? Okay, we are done with Saveopoly for this week. We've put another $30 in. I'm going to fast forward here really quick and put all of this away. Okay, all done with Saveopoly for the week. And all done with our Sunday Adulting is Fun for the week. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Give us a comment down below. Let me know what you're doing with your weekend. What are you doing today? Are you taking it easy? Or are you out and about? The weather's really pretty here. Let me know what you're doing and that you're watching. I love reading all the comments and talking with you guys. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Oh, and if you are thinking about becoming a Ko-fi member, today is the deadline to sign up for the member packet for March. It's the bestseller tier. I will be sending those green envelopes out to all my members starting tomorrow. So if you're interested in getting this month's packet, go ahead and go check that out on the Ko-fi. It's linked down below. Our next video will be our mini Monday. Then we have our tiny Tuesday. And I'm still kicking around whether Finn's video is going to be his own altogether. His savings challenge takes a little bit of time. So I'm thinking he's going to have his own video starting this week. We'll see. But I hope to catch you in the next one. Until then, y'all hang in there.